Just a few illustrations for Chapter 19 of Among the Multihulls. Just 4 minutes for this one. This chapter in the book tells the story of our project with the people of the Mosquito Coast out on the far eastern hump of Honduras, the so-called Miskito people and the Garifuna people. I've included this story in the book because it says that multihulls are not for everyone, and furthermore, they're not quite all that I think about. But as much as anyone I've worked with, these are truly people of the canoe. They live in a vast area of jungle, rivers and marshes and lagoons, and they are entirely dependent on their canoes. This was the largest single log dugout that I've ever seen. Almost 50 feet long. They said it would carry 5 tons of cargo. One single log, except for the built-up shear line. That's a 6-foot man standing at the bow. But it was the same old story. No more big trees close enough to the water of that beautiful Honduras mahogany for building these incredible vessels. And so, with funding from the United States Agency for International Development, we brought 15 Miskito Indians from the Mosquito Coast to the Wooden Boat School in Maine for a 6-week course in how to build boats by the traditional plank-on frame method. Here we have the whole gang, including the school staff, sitting in one of the boats that we built, and I think probably this was the richest cross-cultural exchange that any of us will ever have. Part of our mandate from USAID was to really show these guys around, so we took them lobstering on many other excursions to show them what it's like to live and work in America. It was October in Maine, and they had a chance to see snow. If they look like they're dressed like a bunch of ragamuffins, it's because we fixed them all up with warm clothing from a used clothing drive at the local church. Here's the whole crowd in that largest of the 3 boats that we built in that 6-week period. With the help of some very generous donations, we were able to ship the whole shebang back to the swamps in Honduras. And the last we heard, there were 3 little boat shops down there in the jungle. Of course, the whole thing was covered in Wooden Boat magazine, issue number 88, and it's more heavily illustrated than I choose to do here. After all, it's not about multihulls, but when it comes to actually doing something about the plight of the canoe people, I think maybe it was my best shot.